Hi YouTube, how are you? I had a pretty good day. We got more snow last night, so everything that I did outside it made it like even harder, but that was all right. I went out this morning, then came back in. I picked up my guitar and played a bunch of songs, and I went to record one, pushed the button and played it all through and noticed that it didn't catch that it wasn't recording. It's like, oh, so it's a little discouraging. So I was going to play it again, and then Doug started up the tractor and started going behind the house right past me. And it's like, oh. So I picked it up later this afternoon too, and then I'm a little wiped out. I'll try it again probably tomorrow or another day, soon here. But yeah, I had a well, oh, like the other day, I went from playing Wonderful Tonight to Bad Moon Horizon. I just was in a mood. you know, I was gonna rewrite the words to make them romantic. To Wonderful Tonight to suit for like a woman singing it. But yeah, I had the wind taken out of my sails for a little while. That happens a lot, but that's okay. It doesn't mean it'll ever get me down or keep me down because that just it doesn't happen with me. I never stay depressed where Satan wants me to stay, you know. But I've still been really pissed off at this little creep, Jussie Smollett. Justin Smollett from Empire, the show. One moment, please. Little, ooh, disgusting. The guy that put this rope around his neck, kept it on his neck for an hour, went up to his doorman, called and made a false statement against two people. Um, what if these people had gotten hurt from his lies, from his defamatory bullshit, which is unchaste, untrue, you know. Um, it really pisses me off. When I was in seventh grade, the first junior high school I went to was the first year in Minneapolis, Minnesota, USA, that we had segregated schools. Where that year, black kids were brought into our high school. There was one part Native American, black and white girl and her brother that I went to school with. She was like her mom was Diana Ross's cousin, so she was her looked a lot like her too. But I mean these two kids went to school with me, kids of color, but um then I went more into the inner city for my junior high school, and that was the first year that we had people of color in our school. And it was a really important thing because in the city at that time, then these kids and their parents, they were able to pick the school that they wanted their children to go to instead of just the state or states telling us, where we're going to go. That we could literally go to any school as long as we could get there. The doors were open for us, and that was anybody of any color, and that was a big deal. I mean, so when I was 12 years old and I was like out picketing the war and making friends of all color, um, I literally think his name is Leon. He was the head of the Black Panther. I went just like back in my day, I called it like bebop, and I went bebopping in this little cafe. I was like 15. I was going to go use the bathroom and then see if they had a cigarette machine because sometimes, like, I was underage, but with a note from my parent, it was legal. So I like carried this note around, and but not everybody would sell them to me, you know. So anyway, I go in there and here's these guys sitting there with machine guns sitting on their lap and all kinds of weapons, and they're sitting around in this cafe, and this is no bullshit. I was scared as hell. So I went in the bathroom. When I was in there, I got mad. I get angry when I get scared, then I get mad. So it's just it's something in me. It's not fight or flight. It just really pisses me off when people try to scare me. And so when I come out, he went to say something to me, and I said to him, I go, "Did you know that you scared me?" And he looked at me, he was sort of going to laugh. I go, "Well, I don't care who you are. I don't think you're a very nice person." And he looked at me like, "What the?" You know, this kid telling him off. And we sat there and we talked a little bit. And then it was, probably about 3, 4 years ago, I ran across him on Facebook again. And um, I don't think he's prejudiced anymore. I really don't. So here's the head of the Black Panther. He's not even prejudiced anymore. And but yet you got this little, he's Puerto Rican and black. And making defamatory statements against two men that could have ended up losing their lives. I mean, if they had got locked up in jail, what could have happened to them in there? On a lie, based on a flippin' lie. So I think this creep, I mean, not only should he get jail time, he should get the most severe the judge could put out there as an example. I mean, there's people like, there was this black girl named Tawanda, and she had put in dog feces all over her and said that she was attacked by racists and stuff when it wasn't even true. And I mean, and she was a kid. I mean, I understand kids doing something stupid, but when you have like a 30-year-old man trying to further his career, and he'll probably end up getting a movie out of it. Like Lionel Nation and his wife said, just watch, he'll be on Netflix, with his movie. Well, I don't think that should even be. What's the name of the movie? The Little Bastard That Almost Got People Killed. Is that the name of the movie? You know? I mean, liars, um, based on lies, the shit that could happen to other people based on lies. I've had this happen to me. I don't think it's too damn funny, you know? And a lot of us, we don't have to work hard at loving each other because we don't care what color we are. We have friends all over the world. And we don't care. We just love each other. And we know that these governments all over the world are just trying to incite violence, start civil wars in every single country so they can have control over us, so they can go in there, they can take away your guns, they can make you into a criminal. They love nothing more than to have you under their thumb no matter what. So this little creep should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, the fullest. There isn't enough right now as far as I'm concerned. Half his life maybe. He didn't care about anybody else's, you know. Could be based on like attempted murder too. What would I do to somebody that I thought put a rope around my kid's neck and threw bleach on him, which he did all himself, you know? So this is some serious shit. So I would suggest everybody out there, get the word out. If you hear people trying to pull this race war shit on us, or man against woman, or whatever it is like that, whenever they're trying to propagate or um it's inciting. Whenever you think somebody's actually trying to do something slippery, just stop. Or if there's some kind of black on white, white on black, Asian white, red man, white man, um, man, woman, whoever, um, straight, gays, before we jump to think just what we're hearing from somebody else, let's stop and think with our hearts first and say, does this make sense, or is the media going to push this it's more than bullying, this situation, if it were true, but it's not true. And I think everybody out there knows most of us get along. We walk up and down the streets every day with each other and would never dream of hurting another human being. So, um, this is really important. Really, really important all over the world for everybody to understand. We don't hate each other. Our governments want us to. The far left, the people that want to keep all the money and all the control and you under their thumb. It's just what they want. I'll put this one through. I just wanted to tell you I'm still I was really I've been pissed off. It's been, I think this is the 23rd day since he pulled his crap. And something didn't seem right about it right from the beginning anyway, to me. But see, the guys had MAGA hats on, Make America Great Again. And most people that support Trump don't even wear those hats. I mean, maybe inside a rally or something. Um, I'm not in support of him or not support of him. I'm in support of the Constitution of the United States and our laws, absolutely. I'm in support of people throughout the world having freedom, as far as freedom of religion and speech and these type of things that God gave us, the right and the will to think and do what we please within the laws of God, you know. So yeah, it's a big deal. Total deflammatory, total baloney. If there's a movie with this little creep in it, Jussie Smallette, I hope you boycott it. I hope you do not support this little creep that almost incited a civil war. If he had had his way, he would have had, because he's two different colors and homosexual. He would have had strays or strays, straights and homosexuals fighting each other. He would have had people of color fighting each other. He would have had Trump supporters and non supporters fighting each other. He had the whole gamut covered just in his one little tiny body of crap, you know? So, yeah, I hate to be on his karma train. I wonder the hue of his karma. Human. What a jerk. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA.